So, Chris.
Should I hold these?
Yes, you should.
I'm doing better.
I remember when I first met Chris. She gave me her disclosure. She's like, "Hey, I'm a mess. I just want to put it out there for you right now. I'm a mess. Like I don't even know if you really want to get involved. That's how much of a mess I am." And I'm like, "Oh, I can handle it, you know." I don't want you to start with who you are in your own words. I want you to start with who you were before you came.
You really want me to you really want me to start with who I was before.
Mm-hmm. Take a deep breath.
Who I was before I came to and found Darnyelle. I was in stuck in a situation. I felt like I had a really tough time. Didn't really know how to get out of it. Felt like I had so much inside of me, and I needed to get it to people to help them. My whole entire environment was pretty negative. Stuck in a job, a negative, bureaucratic, corporate kind of, not corporate, but just a bureaucracy of a system, of a job, where people were controlling my potential. And I just really felt like I had so much more inside of me. And I just get so tired of, I've come from a life of where things were just constantly taken from me. It's really starting out with pretty much nothing, and then when you get something, it's taken from you. And it's just, and I just was in this situation where, again, someone's dictating what I'm worth, what I can do and everything, and I just knew I had so much more inside of me to give and to create. And it's kind of, what was that first step of your story? That
So I'm not supposed to be here?
No. Your Harriet Tubman or
Oh, yeah, Robert Frost.
It was the Robert Frost was the first one. It's like the realization that that Robert Frost moment was when I was working in the system and they decided to do this pay cut across the board, and I was just like, I can't stand this. I said, I'm worth so much. I really felt like I was worth so much more, and just all pent up inside of me, didn't know how to get it out, and crazy. I really got some crazy stuff. All kinds of stuff that just goes through my head. So many crazy ideas and things and to just put into place. And I just know. Just deep inside of me, I just know I got something more that I can give and do. And I just needed to find that channel, and I started to find it. And when I had that moment, I was like, this can't happen anymore. This just cannot happen anymore. And that's when I started on that path of starting to learn some other skills, some other skill sets, and that's when I started up a computer repair business. And I was working crazy working, like morning, noon, and night, hustle. And that's, when I built that business up, it was the process of building that business up and getting online and figuring out what I needed to do and all the technical stuff behind it and everything. And I had to leave that job, and I left that job, and I was that job was bye-bye. I said, no more. And I'm going to these different, I'm just everywhere. I just knew I had so many things that I just needed to get this stuff out here and help these people. And I'm real passionate about the people that I need to help and the people that I want to help them get their talent out there as far as what they do, these skills and everything. And so in the process, I'm still feeling like I'm around all these negative environments and these negative messages and everything. The economy sucked. It was horrible. Everybody's just like, oh, well, the economy, and this, that, and the other. And actually, one of the places where I first met when I first tracked her down was at the YWCA, and one of the people there, and they were telling me the same stuff, all these statistics about, when businesses start up, some statistic about how many of them fail. And I'm like, looking at this lady, I'm like, you don't seem to understand that that's not an option for me, It's just not an option, and they also, you just also don't understand it. I don't have time to sit here and create this narrative about, I mean, I know I should have a business plan. I got it. I'm working.
So now where are you today? Fast forward.
Fast forward.
Talk about who Chris is today. Not the business, but who Chris is today.
No more is nobody controls how much I make. Nobody. And every time I find myself in a situation where somebody's going to dictate, no. I figure out what's going on, and I up level one more time.
What about your confidence?
It's pretty. I guess it's no confident. The thing is, I just keep going. I just keep moving. I just do not stop. And it just, the confidence is like, the thing is if you're laying there, and if you just like, beat down and everything, nobody's going to do this for you. Nobody. No, you got to get up. You just have to get up. You just have to keep doing stuff and implementing, and just don't overthink things. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm pretty confident.
You are. What about the negative environment?
The negative environment. Yeah, I mean, if I gotta pay to be your friend,
that's what she says. She's gonna pay to be my friend.
I kid you not. I do everything I do. I'm trying to get myself in better environments, and I because it's really I come from a life just negativity and lack, and just everything was just a certain way, and I'm like the oddball, so I'd gone through all that. But what I've done recently too, because you have to keep up leveling your game, and I had to get away from all these people with the networking and everything. You still run into people who are like the economy and everything. Screw the economy, man.
Down with the economy. Make your own economy.
I'm making my own economy. That's absolutely. Right. And so. So one of the next things I did, I felt like I needed to get around some more, increase the amount of people I had around me with this certain kind of mindset, because it is, and that was another point in my life, when Darnyelle's like, you're only as, she reminds you of that old quote, you're only as good as the average of the 5 people around you. The first time that came across me, I looked around 5 people around me and I cried. I was like, this is pitiful. So, and every now and then I always keep revisiting that idea, and I'm looking around me and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Okay, so I got to pay for some more people to whatever it takes. I do whatever it takes, because I made that non-negotiable decision, all that. So anyway, I heard about, somebody was telling me about this, Rotary, and telling me about the great things that Rotary does. I don't know anything about Rotary, and if you have the same idea about me as Rotary, it's just a bunch of old, retired white men that just sit around and eating overcooked food but I know they do good things, and I just knew that there's just some mindset stuff, there's different types of people there, that they're like successful, I knew they were successful, and they were trying to do positive things and give back to the community. And I was like, I need to be around that.
How has the Rotary helped your business?
It's unbelievable, really, because it's gotten me out there, and just by the nature of getting involved even more with the community, to give back to the community, I've made even more. I've up-leveled the connections that I'm making with people. It's opened doors to me to other things, and just being able to it's widened my network. It's widened my ability to get around other people who are going in the direction I want to go, pretty much.
And talk about, because you took the stair-step approach to buying me. She had to, I don't know, siphon off how much friendship she could afford to buy, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
So talk about why you kept coming back, why you, because it was an hour, then it was a one-day event, then it was a 2-day event, and then it was my 6-month program. And so talk to us about why you kept coming back, why you felt like this was what you needed to get out of your own way and really build that business from 0 figures to 6 figures.
Well, mindset's huge. Mindset's really huge. And that really helps me. You have to keep applying. You have to keep revisiting it. It's a process. You have to keep just getting better, and you help, you've got that accountability, it's just very straightforward stuff. And I mean, you're not like the type of person, for me, I mean, I need to be around people like you, who, and when it comes to working with you in this way, and you're straightforward, get right to the point and dissect things and help give me those step-by-step systems to follow and to implement and everything. It's not any wishy-washy kind of
Well, I know. I mean,
stuff,
yeah.
So, yeah, and you have to, it's a process. And it's something I've had to, accept also because, who doesn't want things to happen like that, But it's a process. You have to keep revisiting it and just keep working through the different things to get better and better.
So why is it important for them to focus on where it is that they desire to be and align themselves with the people and resources to get there?
Some of this is from what I've learned from you. I mean, I kid you guys not. I mean, all I know is where I wanted to go. I didn't really have a lot of the fundamentals to get there, and Darnyelle's helped me with that. But what you always say, what you focus on gets bigger. So focusing on where you want to go, the end result, and the things line up for you so that you can get there. And and you helped me with this journaling thing. I started. No, for real. But it's there was some template thing. It was like 5 or 6 questions, and I mean, and the repetition of it, it's almost, I don't know, maybe it could be insanity, but it's been working for me. And I'm sitting there every stinking morning, and as hard as it was, I mean, and like after that car came, short, and that was horrible. And because we had that car come through our house, and we were in our, I was a mess. And it's like it was like madness. Every morning I made myself get up, and I'm answering these questions, this template that Darnyelle has, this series of questions of and it makes me focus on where I want to go. I had no idea how I was going to get there. I was just a mess. Mm-hmm. But I just kept moving, and I just kept focusing, and things line up. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, go ahead, clap for her. So why me? Why should they consider me?
Again, it's just, you may not hear,
Am I the obvious choice online? No.
Well, I mean, if you look for Darnyelle Jervey, yeah. I mean, we won't get into technical things about that, but we'll work on that.
The right answer was yes, by the way.
Why you? It's the, okay, here's the thing, and Wanda, you, when you were talking about you always work with coaches, and what does that have to do with my business? But this is the thing, it's like, I do SEO, and it's all real technical and everything like that, but you have this ability. It just doesn't matter the business. It's the systems, and it's the way you script things out. Because I was like, really like, I need to close some clients. I need to work the sales process thing out. And it's the way you can take anybody's business, break it down for them, script it out for them, and then script out a conversation, and boom, 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 record it, here you go practice it, and there you go, you're closing a client. I mean, that's why. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I know that. I want them to know that. Like,
it doesn't matter the business. I mean, it's the simple, it's principles, it's principles that are just pretty much consistent across almost anything that I can think of.
Okay, fair enough.